Hey guys, what's up? It's Mania, and this is my review for the new iCarly Tonight iBattle Chip. Now, first of all, I gotta say, this episode, it was pretty awesome, I will say. I don't think... There was some parts of it I didn't find funny, but there are other parts I found hilarious. I loved all the interaction between Carly and Gibby in this episode. Gibby, I shipped them. Yes, Carly and Gibby, because I just felt Carly felt so bad for Gibby in this episode. But anyways, I love it. So anyways, the title basically surrounded around the plot of Chuck's little brother. If you remember Chuck, the nemesis that always pestered Spencer. Well, he's got a little brother named Chip. And once Spencer got Chuck sent off to military school, Chip took it upon himself for revenge against Spencer for getting his big brother sent away. So he's gonna just get back at Spencer. He's gonna make Spencer's life horrible now. But anyways, and meanwhile, Gibby has this cool laser gun that he got from Galaxy Wars for like $700 or something. I don't remember. But anyways, it's his new favorite thing in his life. It's precious to him, and he won't even let anybody but Carly hold it. And so anyways, it's his new precious thing, and it ends the phaser gun actually was called. It ends up getting broke in a scuffle at the Groovy Smoothie, where Sam actually defends a nerd that's being picked on by some guy. Now, I want to say that I think the nerd sort of looked like a younger version of Neville. That's just my opinion. I don't know if any of you think that either, but anyways. And the fact that it's a nerd and Sam is defending him, sticking up for him, going after the bully, that right there is awesome, but it's also eye-opening. I mean, Sam standing up for anyone is shocking. Well, not really shocking, but the fact that he's standing up for someone she doesn't even know, that's eye-opening right there. That just bug out eyes, just bug out. But anyways, I love the fact that she defended a nerd, because, you know, she's deep down, she's got some feelings for the certain nerd in her life. In fact, she was sitting right next to him at the table with the Groovy Smoothie. So anyways, after that incident, the phaser ended up getting broke, and Gibby was heartbroken, and he cried right out of the Groovy Smoothie crying, and Carly was just holding the broke gun there. And so, meanwhile, Spencer meets Chuck, and he realizes he's got a whole nother problem on his hands. And he ends up having to deal with the torture of Chuck, who sneak attacks him in the hallway and wraps him up in fruit with duct tape and everything. And meanwhile, Freddy spends a whole night fixing the phaser gun, and he can't fix it exactly like how it was, but somehow he's fixed it to where it actually makes things like melt, or it melts through things, basically. So now this normal toy has become a lethal weapon, and I guess that's pretty cool right there. That's just awesome. So anyways, and when Gibby finds out about that the phaser's fixed, he's so happy, and he gives Carly a hug. He's like, Carly, I love you for this. Love you? Oh, I love it so much, Gibby there. Because honestly, I think Carly and Gibby should just get together now. Come on. And Sam and Freddy need to get back together really right now. They do. So anyways, the episode, it was so awesome. But the end was probably the best part, in my opinion, really. When the phaser gun started having problems, and by this time, Chip was in the hallway planning to get back at Spencer, because he had interrupted their web show. When I saw Chip interrupt the web show, I thought, hey, he's going to be like Neville. He's going to try to ruin their web show. And he was. He was going after Carly because she was related to Spencer. So, anyways, he told them basically it was going to ruin their lives. So Carly and the gang went to Spencer for help because they wanted him to stop this whole Chip mess. So, anyways, and when Carly ran down there, she found him tied up in the kitchen. And Chip had tied him up, and then had set a trap in the hallway to go looking for him. But then the phaser gun started overheating and overloading, and Spencer threw it out in the hall, and Gibby was so sad trying to go after it, and Freddy kept him back. And it landed out near Chip and his little boy who was helping him, and it was making a horrible noise. And a few minutes later, it blew up, and next thing you know, Chip is stuck to the elevator doors, and the whole place is blown up. And it's just, and I love what Spencer said. I love what Spencer said. Well, looky at this cookie, and that is so hilarious. And then just for his final humiliation, he just takes whipped cream and sprays like a little bunny tail on Chip's butt, and they walk away. That's how it ends. Honestly, I thought the episode was good, but the title was very... I think it was a little bit misleading, because I was expecting like there to be a constant fight between Chip and Spencer. And, I mean, I didn't think... when I heard about it being Chuck in the episode, I sort of wondered if he would see him, but it was unlikely, since Ryan Ocho, the kid who played Chuck all the time, he's with Disney now, so seeing him on Nickelodeon isn't really going to go with that whole company thing, you know? I think there's a whole contract that they can't be on Disney if they're on Nickelodeon, or they can't be on... Yeah, anyways, stars can't cross networks. Anyways, so, yeah, the episode was awesome, and it was iCarly's 100th episode! That is so awesome! And this is like the first show that Dan's had 100 episodes for it. When really, I thought all that had like 100, but I guess not. But anyways, it's really awesome. It's 100th episode, so I think it was pretty good. And also tonight was just Jennette night. Jennette had another night dedicated to her. And she also starred in Victorious, the new Victorious, as this, oh my god, she was this girl who, she was kind of awkward and weird and sort of didn't fit in, but she was such an evil genius. Oh my god. And she was going after Tori, basically, because she took her spot when Tori came to Hollywood Arts. And we found out that Pawnee was just crazy, but god, she was such amazing. She was like an evil genius, and I just thought she could learn some of her stuff from Sam. And it was just so great. And at the end of that Victorious episode, when she was driving the cop car, that was great. That was the perfect ending. This the applause is for that Victorious. And Jennette's performance on there is Pawnee. And then in the next hour, the 1 hour Bucket and Skinner special. Okay, I love that Jennette was in there, and I will say that Ashley Argota is amazing, but I don't watch that show. This is actually the first time I did watch it, and I wasn't that impressed with it. But Jennette's performance on there as her character, Devin, was great, because she was one who sort of liked playing pranks and stuff. She's definitely one who could get along with Sam Puckett, you know? The tricking and the pranking that she loved. And she was sort of sad that her best friend had sort of grown up and matured out of that, which was Ashley Argota's character, her best friend was. But yeah, her character, Devin, was so amazing, and I just loved it. I think that, really, Devin, I can sort of see as sort of an older version of Sam, you know? I mean, she's still into the pranking stuff, but she's a little bit more, she looks a little older. I mean, I don't know if that's just me, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways... but yeah, I'm not a fan of Bucket and Skinner. And I definitely think that Ashley Argota being on there, it's cool that she's on another show, but I definitely think that she could find better talent somewhere. And, but anyways, because she's awesome, I still support her, and I love seeing Matt Shively in that episode of Bucket and Skinner tonight from True Jackson VP. I miss True Jackson VP very much, because that show was awesome. At least it was, in my opinion. You know, we all have our own opinions. There might be some Bucket and Skinner fans watching this that don't like what I say, that I don't like my opinion about the show, but that's okay. Hey, we all have our opinions. So anyways, it was a great night for iCarly, their 100th episode. That's awesome. I think it's a round of applause to the cast for it. That's just great. So anyways, I think that's about it. You guys, I want you to let me know what you thought of the episode. What did you think of Chip? What did you think of Gibby and Carly? What did you think of all that? What did you think of the Sam and Freddie sitting next to each other at the Groovy Smoothie, you know? What did you think of Pawnee and Devin, Jennette's other characters on the other shows? Because, I mean, I hope you guys watched. Of course you would have if you're Jennette fans. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of all this whole night and all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys later. And in the infamous words of Sarcastic Leaves, rock on, City Warriors, rock on. Whoa! Yeah. Bye, guys.